Hi, I'm Joe Eliseon, and I'm back again to read to you a fifth excerpt from the second of my Snarkey Putts Paranormal Attorneys-at-Law stories, The Case of the Ghastly Ghostwriter. In this excerpt, attorney R. Andrew Putts is shaken. He's just had a run-in with a vengeful ghost who's threatened his family. Now, Putts is seeking advice and assistance from his fellow psychic and sometimes legal opponent, the eldest of the Menninger sisters, the always mysterious and ever ominous April Menninger. Let's see how Andy Putts is doing. But April Menninger turned away from him. A thick book bound in dark leather, a leather the color of dried blood, rested on the table beside her. She made a show of opening it. "Of course, I warned you, didn't I, Mr. Putts? I told you my sisters were dilettantes when it came to the paranormal." She sighed, like the wind scraping through naked, dead tree branches. "I'm afraid they're not very good writers either. The no-talent dames." She curled her lip. Ugh. She leaned over the arm of her chair and fingered over a page of the book. "For once, my dear little June was right. But as they say, even a blind pig will find an acorn now and then." "Can't we talk about you and your sisters later, Miss Menninger?" Putts begged. "Right now, I need your help." She looked up from the book. "Oh, now you need my help." "Really, Mr. Putts, why should I help you at all? You've cost me a great deal of money, you know." "You mean your father's estate? Miss Menninger, it was my job. I was just trying to do the best I could for my clients." She turned her head and shoulders toward him. Like carbon steel bits, her eyes drilled into his skull. "Your sort thinks that you can create any amount of havoc in people's lives and then slough off all responsibility for it by chanting magic phrases like, 'I was just doing my job.' That may be how it is for an attorney, Mr. Putts, but not for someone who professes to deal with the paranormal. This is a serious endeavor." "But I am just a lawyer, Miss Menninger." "None of your dissimulating with me, Mr. Putts." She plucked a business card from between the pages of the book. "I have here one of your cards." She read from it. "Snarkey and Putts, LLC, Paranormal Attorneys-at-Law." Her eyes stabbed into him from over the edge of the card. "That's what it says, isn't it?" "Yes," Putts sweated out. April's fingers turned the card's edge toward him. Her eyes narrowed to two blazing slits. "If you and this Mr. Snarkey plan to hold yourselves out as paranormal counselors, you will both be held to a higher standard than mere lawyers. I remind you that the laws printed in law books are small, weak things of printer's ink and paper. But the galaxies themselves cannot contain the grand laws of the universe, and it is in these that you now claim to deal." Putts swallowed hard. She was worse than the Bar Ethics Committee. "I believe you, Miss Menninger, but my wife—" April laid his card back on the book. "I am trying to impress upon you the seriousness of your situation, Mr. Putts." She took a deep breath. "You are a natural sensitive. Your abilities outstrip those of my sisters. I can tell. I can read them in your aura. I can feel them when you walk into the room. You may even belong to a higher level than do I. Time will tell. But you are untrained, careless, like a bull in a supernatural china shop. if you continue to look upon your abilities as a pastime or an amusement, as my sisters do, or if you try to exploit them for commercial gain, as Mr. Snarkey would like, you and yours run great risks. Putz swallowed again. If there's anything I've always been afraid of, it's risk. He started up from his seat. And so there we leave the frightened Putz to deal with April. If you'd like to watch some other videos, click on the box over here. If you want to visit my website or my Amazon author page or see any of my other books, look down here in the comments section and follow the links there. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.